I want to talk to you, coach, consultant, or service provider. Do you ever have things on your list to do or your goals that you just haven't knocked out? I'm talking about me. I'm supposed to write a book, haven't done it yet. Today, I'm going to tell you why that is, or what's between you and getting your goals completed, and how to overcome it in this episode of the LVTV podcast. That's all coming up next. Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, LV, here on the LVTV podcast, where we talk all things content, clients, and cash flow for the profit and impact focused coaches and consultants. And today we're talking about that thing that it just terrorizes so many of us and keeps us paralyzed. And trust me, I don't care who you are, nobody beats this thing out 1,000% of the time. It's something that you grow into. You just need to have some self-awareness about. And that's talking about those moments where, like for me, I need to finish my book, right? Or for you, it may be launch that podcast. For you, it may be even launch your coaching business, or launch your consulting services, or even posting those videos to YouTube. And it just seems like something is preventing you from getting it done, and it should be done by now. You should have had this thing off your plate so you can move forward. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about a book that I was reading over the weekend, and I've read it before, and I need to probably make this a every quarter type of read. I need to read this every quarter. It's called The War of Art. The War of Art by Steven Pressfield, and it talks about this thing called resistance. Resistance will put up a barrier between you and your goals to make you feel as if it's too hard, it's impossible, or I don't have enough time, and it just continues to keep that to-do list longer and not finished nor complete. Again, I'm speaking from my perspective. I was supposed to have this book done a long time ago, but resistance been bullying me, because that's what it is. It's an inner force on the inside of you that bullies you from getting to the other side, right? Of getting that thing done. And it only really shows up in the areas where you probably need to be operating in your zone of genius. Right. So this resistance shows up, and people are like, well, okay, I know it's resistance. I know I'm supposed to be writing my book. I know I'm supposed to do this. I know I'm supposed to do that. How do I overcome it? Well, the best way to overcome resistance, based on the book, from my recap, is that you just have to take action. You have to take action. You got to get in there, and you got to be decisive. You have to be committed. You have to be resourceful, and you have to be ready and pliable and coachable. You have to be all of those things to overcome resistance. If you need to write the book, write the book. If you need to do the podcast, take one step at a time, but make consistent steps forward to accomplishing your goal. And that's how you kick resistance in the face. So I want you to think about, what is that thing that you need to do right now that you haven't done, that you know it should have been done by now, and look at what's been stopping you. It's probably resistance. Take action, overcome, and let's win moving into 2022. Again, Merry Christmas for those who are listening or watching. Hope that you have a prosperous and a great time with your family and your friends for this holiday season. And we're getting ready to move into 2022 here on the podcast. So I'm excited. If you could do me a huge favor, I need for you to go ahead and subscribe to this podcast, number one, and then rate and review it. Let me know and let other people know how dope this podcast is and how dope it's been for you, if it has been helpful at all. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for listening. And until the next time, man, continue to be social on social media.